Welcome to Celebrity Tarot. We're going to get started here at Hangman Tarot. My name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with ZACH EFRON. So we're going to get right back into things. Took a little bit of a break at the beginning of the week, which it's only Tuesday, but I did not get on here for the last couple of days. So I am here and I'm going to get on and get these celebrity readings going. So I'm doing ZACH EFRON. This was a request by one of the subscribers here. I think it was requested by the same person who requested Leonardo DiCaprio. So let's just thank you for your request and make sure that you hit subscribe while I am shuffling. We're going to find out all about this celebrity, ZACH EFRON. But first, we're going to find out about his birth chart first. Let's see. Okay. March Tuesday was the 15th, and he was born at 10:14 p.m. He is a Pisces sun sign. Moon sign's a Leo. Well, that makes sense. Ascending is Capricorn. That's weird. Over here, it's different. Okay. Okay, so sun sign is a Libra. Excuse me. And his birthday is October 18th, 1987. He was born at 1:22 p.m. in California, United States. His ascending is a Capricorn. Again, moon sign is a Virgo and sun sign is a Libra. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I was on a completely different birth chart, so that did not help me in any way. Birth path is an 8. Let's see. We all know who ZACH EFRON is. He's the guy who was on that one High School Musical. He's the hot guy. Okay, he was born to just be hot. He's a singer, he's a dancer, he's an actor, he's American. He began acting professionally in the 2000s, and he became known to a young audience as the role in the Disney Channel original movie High School Musical. And he went into the Summerland series, as well as 2007 film series of the Broadway musical Hairspray. That was a good one. I watched him in that. And in 2007, before the release of High School Musical 2, Rolling Stone declared him the poster boy of the Tweenie Boppers and featured him in the late August 2007 issue. And he has since starred in about 17 other films. So I know that he does a lot of documentaries as of right now. I believe I've just been seeing him recently be doing that. Let's see. Let me grab something. Okay, I'm so sorry if you're watching this live. I'm falling all over the place. Okay. Let's just get into his card reading. I was kind of excited to do his reading. So let's find out first through Oracle, just a current energy here, and a little bit about the celebrity as well, or anything going on that we might need to know as far as confirming through tarot and tarot confirming to the oracles. That's about it. All right. Let's get into this reading. I'm excited to do this reading. So, okay. Never find things when I need them. When I need them. Coffee is in the way. Excuse me, on the way. All right, so far, some stuff going on with appreciation. So there's some sort of stability or just kind of like a stillness within his life, or just like in general, it's almost as if the structure of who he is or the structure of the world around him. He's just very appreciative of the things that have been given to him and the things that he's earned. And there's just a lot of appreciation for those types of things. And there is definitely some sort of door to maybe a personal healing, some sort of, moving forward and getting to some happiness here. And this is just, kind of a new decision of his. So currently he's just like in that new decision, he's in the doorway to kind of getting into a place where he's much more healed and much more happy. So that is a really good energy. I have not had a really good energy from these oracles for a minute. So, I mean, it just seems to be like everybody's kind of in a weird space right now. Let's find out about this through tarot and confirm oracle. We've got our Temperance, that's in reverse, 5 Pentacles, that's also in reverse. So again, about him is that healing. So he is in the process of healing. He's definitely in a place where he's trying to start that. So it's a new decision. It's something that has just kind of come up, but he's definitely in a place where he can begin that. He's very appreciative of his security, his safety, his sanity. There is a little bit of insecurity here when it comes to anything dealing with conflict, some sort of chaos that he needs to deal with as of right now, though. And it has a lot to do with the outer situation, but he's being really passive about it and not very like supportive of it. And we're going to find out a little bit more about that. Let's just get into this reading, find out with some more tarot. Yeah, so he could be dealing with somebody that he's lacking empathy for. Okay. This person, maybe it's just him. Yeah, I feel like it's probably him. He lacks expression. He's a little disengaged because this is the first royal card that is popping up, this Queen of Cups in reverse. So I'm just going with that this is him, and that's just an indication to me this is just reading about him or reading currently about him. There is a lack of empathy. Again, this has a lot to do with that insecurity, and whatever it is, it's physical, and he doesn't feel like he's supported. He's not being very supportive. He wants to level up when it comes to awareness and when it comes to not just dealing with his external. But again, he's very passive about whatever the situation is, but there's definitely some sort of a loss or some sort of, conflict that he's dealing with. I mean, it brings him to insecurity, brings him, that feeling of instability, because he's very appreciative, and very much on the, the path to getting into this place where he's healed, but he has a lot of things he's working on. I was just like, what is going on here? Okay. So some challenges that are in the past having to do with some sort of person he was designed to be around, somebody that he thought was kind of an alpha female, an alpha feminine, but it just was very severe. It was very cold, the energy between the two of each other, very confusing. He kind of got lost in that. Yeah, because he went into it really passionate. He went into this relationship like there was a lot of passion in here, but it's almost as if something kind of wild took it away, something kind of unpredictable. Something came in and kind of, that was the demise of it. There was an ending that was very, very meaningless. This was very meaningless. This relationship felt meaningless to him. And this could be a relationship with somebody he was dealing with as far as a love connection or just a friend, because I'm not seeing that it was a love connection so much. I feel like it was just kind of a physical thing. So I don't think it was so much that it was, let's get one more card on it. Yeah, and it was very isolated, and it was almost as if he didn't want to bring it out into the public, so he kind of like covered it up or pretended it wasn't going on. I'm not quite sure. Let's find out a present situation that is happening as of right now. Okay. Get a couple more cards. Okay. Calm down. Okay, so here again lies the challenge or the conflict or some sort of trauma that was being dealt with. Okay, 9 of Swords upright. This trauma that he's dealing with has something to do with something physical, okay? Something that makes it so that he doesn't change and it's hard for him to grow. So he seeks it out. He tries to find it. Even, and that's why he's so appreciative of stability, whatever he needed to get into a place where he could start healing. He's very appreciative of that. Again, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, just indicative to me that the shift there could be progress, but it's not in progress right now. So that's the challenge as of right now, is dealing with these traumas that he has. And it has something to do with something physical or something on the outside that he might have dealt with. And the progress of it is pretty slow and it's pretty lacking on energy. But there's definitely some sort of, you know, communication or something that really makes sense if you were to think about it in his trauma or something that happened to him that was traumatic. He really wants to clear it up so that he has a clear vision of what he wants for the rest of his life. I mean, and there's an excitement that goes behind healing, but there's also, you know, it's not so much excitement as it's probably more stress induced, but this is what's pushing him. And right now it's really lacking because it's something that he is, you know, slowly approaching. Because it takes time. You can't just, you know, fix yourself in one night. Let's find out how they feel about themselves. All right. He feels like he's heartbroken. He's definitely had to he was dealing with somebody who was a Queen of Wands. So this is in reverse. So this is something that really put him in a place where he felt like this person had kind of an attitude, kind of, they made it like it was a meaningless or didn't make sense, or, you know, this was not inspiring after a certain point. And the willpower that he had in this relationship was none. Okay. So this, you know, a third party came into the situation or something broke up the two of them. And this made it so that, you know, the communication was all about making choices in that situation. Okay. And yes, but he looks back on that with kindness. He does. And that has a lot to do with who he is the person that he was dealing with at the time, really helped to mold or make who he was. And I had a ton to do with it. And he's aware of that. But he looks back on it with kindness. He looks back on it as, you know, outwardly looking, you know, looking back into his past. He was very, it's almost like a very kind, stable vibe when he's looking back on this relationship that he had with this person. And that person was definitely a fire sign, or could have been an air sign too, or maybe an earth element. I would go with earth element also. We see him as somebody who's not as secure as he used to be. Somebody almost passive and maybe a little selfish. The world sees him. So it's like he, you know, he sees himself as he was heartbroken. Somebody helped make who he was. He was in a place where he really had to let go of that and just kind of look back on it like not with grievance, but more of a kind thing, kindness. And the way that we look at him, though, the fans and stuff. Yeah, because we see a control thing going on. We feel like he might be a little overly controlling, and we feel as if, you know, that's kind of unsafe. So we definitely see him as like not secure, not safe. And there's like a fear that kind of like rolls around with him, because otherwise, I mean, we would normally see him as somebody who's like physically attractive, but we just see him as like, this guy's fucking hot, and not as like secure or somebody that we could count on. Maybe we see him as a player type. And there's definitely a fear kind of wrapped into that also. We don't feel it like he's very accomplished either. It's almost like we see him as somebody who's just always, you know, involved in something, but not quite really content or in a place where they're accomplished or, you know, has made any sense on what they're doing. Okay, calm down. All right, likely outcome here for the next month or so. It's just trying to find some balance here. Again, it's like there's an immaturity or overly emotional when it comes to him. So he's definitely been dealing with that. And he's, you know, he has a sense of wanting revenge on something, or a sense of like, almost like, that doesn't even make sense. That's so weird. Cooperating physically. So it looks like a likely outcome is that he's going to look like he's cooperating. It looks like he has, you know, this completely under control, but he doesn't. Okay. Because again, there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of chaos, and he seeks revenge, so to speak. Somebody did something to him that added to the trauma that he's trying to deal with and heal. And this is something that has put him in a, you know, overly emotional place, put him in a place where, you know, everything kind of is meaningless. He's just transfixed on being disengaged. He's just like overwhelmingly underwhelmed, if that makes sense. It's just like, he's like, ha ha, he ha, kind of like the Ted Bundy movie. He's that. That's probably why he played that so well. I don't know why, but I always thought that too. It's like, he's like, but on the inside, he's like, ah. Makes sense? All right. So likely outcome is that he's coming for you. No, I'm kidding. Likely outcome is that he's really trying to heal. That's where this is headed. And that is a plus because he's already a really good designed guy. Just keep moving, Zac Efron, and I will marry you at the end of that. Okay, please, please go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. When you do this, you're going to go ahead and click the bell. When you click the bell, you'll receive all my notifications here at Hangman Tarot, as well as go share, like, and follow on all your social media so we can add to the subscribers here at Hangman Tarot and get the word out. Other than that, please come back for your future readings. Click that bell and you will not miss a thing here, I promise. Have a beautiful Tuesday.